Hey guys, it's Ryan with Lilley's Landing Resort Marina. I'm gonna do one cast today. It's Sunday the 29th of June. Almost over. I've got a 25th ounce black and brown with a brown headed jig on a 2-pound line. I'm about 9 feet, 8-9 feet from a weighted float using a 9-foot Lew's Wally Marshall Pro rod today. A little longer, makes it a little easier to throw that long leader. Fishing kind of close to the banks. I'm just out in front of Lazy Valley, just down from the resort on the bluff bank. They're running 3 units all day today. There's still a little bit of a shade line on this side, so I'm kind of seeing if I can entice a few fish out of that shade line. A little slower water there, some structure. See if we can make it work. Biggest thing when you're fishing these, jigging a float and anything really on a float is line management. You don't want, because what happens is get a big bow in your line because current's faster out here than it is at the bank. So you got to keep picking that line up and resetting it so that you get more natural drift, whether it's not pulling your jig down the lake. Seems to help. And then you just got to hit that trolling motor every once in a while to kind of stay with it. They're back to the last couple days running water 24 hours a day. They were kind of shutting it off in the evenings through the night, but I don't know if down the lakes finally moved enough water through or dropped enough they're starting to run it on through now, or what they're doing. It's hard to say. Talked to Captain Rick yesterday. He said fishing's been real good in the early morning. They had a trip 7 to 9, caught a lot of fish, but once that sun kind of gets out, it slows down a little like normal. So it's kind of deep. It drops off real hard off the bank here, so I'm sitting in about 17 foot of water, but I don't know, it's probably 10 foot over there. I'm just trying to keep it close to the bottom, but I have to reset here in a second. Getting ready to drift over a big tree. It's not a very good cast. I'm gonna throw it again. A little better, not a whole lot. Gotta get that in between, not getting in the trees, but getting close enough to the trees. I think that's the bottom. Found a rock. Or a big fish. More likely a rock. A little bit of a washout here I didn't catch fast enough. See if we can save this one. Give it back. It's not gonna come loose. Oop. Well, it's a good thing I brought more jigs. Okay. It's kind of small. This one's a little smaller. It's just straight sculpin. And I lost all my 2 pounds, so we're gonna try 4 pound. With this kind of current, it shouldn't make a whole lot of difference, but generally when you're going to a real small jig, you need to go down to that lighter line. But it's moving fast enough, hopefully they won't notice as much. But you'll still catch fish on 4 pound, you just tend to catch more on that 2 pound. Okay. My rod's 9 foot, so if I go about even with it, it's a good measure. I'll go a little shallower this time. Yeah, I got about 8 foot this time around. A little eddy there, see if I can drop it in. Golly, first cast got hung up on something. Stick, caught a stick. That's a big one now. Biggest of the day. I think we got a decent chance of rain tomorrow. Just be a little bit cooler, I think. Excuse me. Come on, fishies. About got that tree. Sure thought this would work. All right, I'm on a run down just across, or just below Cooper Creek here, where that creek comes out, see if I can't get some on the slower side. Maybe they're hiding over there. All right, there's the mouth of Cooper right there. There's a big gravel bar that shoots out here now quite a ways from Eagle's over there, screeching away. I don't know if you can hear him or not. See if we can fish this little bit of a drop off here where this gravel blows out and it kind of runs over and around here. See if we can go right along the outside here and catch a fish. Can't tell if I hit the bottom there, if I missed a bite. No, I think I missed a bite. That's pretty cool. There's an eagle sitting up in that tree, a young one. Doesn't have any, it's still all brown. And there's one way up there. There's an eagle's nest about, I don't know, 75, 80 feet up in that creek there. Been there a couple of years. That must be this year's birds. I think that was a bite. I'm gonna go up in the shallow here real quick. Float this drift one more time. And we'll probably call it a day. Okay. I hope you guys can hear that. Boy, they're just chattering away. Trying to, there's a fish just jumped. There's kind of a weed line here. I'm trying to stay right on the edge of it because sometimes they'll sit in those weeds and then come out and eat too. There's a fish. Sweet. I knew they were in there. Sorry, I don't even have the camera pointing at the right direction. My bad. I'm out of practice. I think he's a very big one, but it's a fish. Come here, little feller. Little guy on that brown and orange head jig. Come on. Scoot out just a little bit. Caught the one dumb one out there. Okay, one more. A little farther out there. Ah, missed one. Come back for it. All right, I have to cast again now. I got a bite. Missed another one. I wonder if my hook's bent. I think I was quite getting out there far enough. There's just a line of dead water where it's swooping around and swooping over. It kind of makes a dead line there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. They're not biting very hard. They're almost just slowing that bobber down. So I've got a little bigger bobber than I need on there. You can kind of tell I'm holding my rod up pretty high, higher than normal, but what I'm trying to do is keep that line out of the water so that it's not pulling me so fast down the river or lake. You kind of have to play that line because you also don't want to pull on your bobber too hard. Then you get rid of that natural drift. may have seen it too many times. I can see a couple of fish down here, so they're in there. They're just not necessarily liking what I got. Trying to see how close my jig was to the bottom. Yeah, it's a little high. That might be part of it. Let's try one adjustment real quick. Okay, so we'll go another 20 inches. It's a little deeper out there. We'll go 24 inches deep, another 2 feet. See how close is that gonna get us? Yeah, that looks a little better. Let's try one and go with that. May just be a little higher than they want to work for. There may be a stick. That's about the same spot I got that last bite. There's just something I'm catching out there. I just didn't see it. All right, well, didn't get skunked at least, so we'll call it a day for one cast. Thanks for watching. Hope we see you again tomorrow.